Hi guys, in our previous class, a light chapter, we have studied image formation by the spherical mirror, that is drawing ray diagrams. Okay. In this today's class, we will study image formation by the spherical mirrors, different cases. Okay, we will come across different 6 cases for a concave and 2 cases for a convex mirror. That is the image, how the image will be formed. This is also what I explained in the previous class. Image formation I have started. For that, in order to draw the image formation, there is a certain rules we have to follow while drawing the image formation, that is we called as the ray diagrams. Okay, we understood in the last class. If you have not seen that video, or if you forget something, you just go through that video once before starting this one. Okay, just brief it off. So image will be formed in case of a certain plane. Imagine this is the plane mirror. The image is formed behind the mirror. Okay, and it is upright. So when the image is formed behind the mirror, we call it as a virtual. These all things I explained. And it is erect. Erect in the sense it is upright. Okay, as the object is placed, in same way the image will be formed behind the screen. Okay. Then what we seen, there are certain rules for drawing a ray diagrams. In case of concave mirror, rule number 1, what will says, if in a parallel axis a ray is incidenting parallel to that principal axis, then the reflected ray, what will happen, it will always passes through the focus. Okay. Rule number 2, what it will say is, if a incident ray is passes through the principal focus, this is the incident ray, right? So this is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. Okay, and then the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. And rule number 3, what it will say is, when ray is passes through the center of curvature, then the same ray will get be reflected back in the same path. Why it is reflected back, all those things I explained. Okay. Then we have seen the convex mirror also, how the in convex mirror how the image will be formed. Okay, how the image will be formed and all those things. First rule, what it says, when the ray is incidenting on a surface, that is the reflecting surface or mirror parallel to the principal axis, then the reflected ray, it will going away from the screen, right? Then it is not focusing here, but it is appears to be focused, right, on this particular focal point. Okay, that we have studied. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Here this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Then rule number 2, what we have studied, when an incident ray is appears to be focused at a point, then reflected ray is parallel to the principal axis. These are certain rules we have studied. So today we will see how the image will be formed by the spherical mirrors. Okay. So image formation by the spherical mirror. So try to understand clearly. Wherever you will get doubt, pause the video and go back. Image formation by spherical mirror. This is very important. You should understand very clearly. If you understand very clearly this one, then there we can go for a calculation part, mathematical part is there. In that first image formation by the spherical mirror, we will see concave mirrors. What? Concave mirrors. Concave mirrors in the sense where the reflecting surface is bent inward, right? Okay. For this, there are certain cases, we will see one by one now. Case number 1. Case number 1, what it will say, if an object is placed, if an object is placed at infinity, if object is placed at infinity, so what will happen? See, try to draw a ray diagram for this. This is the concave mirror, right? This is the polished surface and principal axis passes through the pole. Here is the center of curvature, focal point or principal focus. If somewhere the object is placed at a distance of infinity, how will be the image formation? Okay. Clear? Now imagine this is the object which I have placed here. This is object. The rays coming from this object, if I will take a ray which is parallel to the principal axis, whatever the object I have drawn here, which is at infinity distance, then the rays are coming parallel to the principal axis and focused on the reflecting surface. Okay, this is the incident ray. Okay, as per the rules, what it will say? If the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis in a concave mirror, the reflected ray is focusing on principal focus or focus point, right? So here the image will be formed, and image is formed and it looks like a very minute object, right? It's a point sized, right? Here is the reflecting. So whatever the image of this particular object, which is very big, but it is placed at a far distance, that is infinity distance, and the rays coming out from the object is parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis and it focusing on the reflecting surface, and it will get focused to the point, that is the principal focus. Now, so and one more thing you remember, in order to trace out the image position, at least two rays we need. Okay, if we get only one ray, we will not get any image formation. Always we will get a point, right? If we take a single line, okay, it is focusing on particular point and we will get a single point reflecting place. Wherever we will take the single point only. Okay, at least we need two rays to form a image. Okay, now here when it is parallel to the principal axis, always the image is formed at a focus point. Okay, that is at F. Okay, now see the conditions, what the image formed here, how it will be. Now first we will see position of the image. Position of image, this is a very important point, so you should remember. Where the image is formed at focus. Okay, second one is the nature of image. Third one is the size of the image. Okay, we should understand for each cases, we should understand all these things. First one, image is formed at a focus, that is the position. What is the nature of the image? See, the image is formed whether it is in front of mirror or behind the mirror. It has formed in front of mirror, right? It has formed in front of, this is front side, right? This is back side. So image is formed front side of a mirror. So whenever the image is formed front side of the image, those images we call it as the real images. What we call it as the real images, and it is inverted. How it is? Inverted. So if you want to come to know this, you just take a spoon. Last class also I explained this one. Just take a spoon which is present in your home, hold it in your hand. Okay, try to focus, try to see you in that particular spoon. Okay, you will observe that you have inverted, your face is got inverted. You just observe this one, and whether it is true or not, you just let me know in comment box. Okay, then what is the size? Size has got reduced. Okay, size has got reduced right here. So this much big is their object here. Okay, then it is reduced. How much it is reduced? It is highly diminished. It is highly diminished. Highly diminished. We can say it is a point sized. Okay, now next second case we will see. This is the first case. We will go to second case. When object, in a second case, when the object is beyond, say when the object is beyond C. When object we have placed beyond C, this is the point C, somewhere here we have placed, we will draw ray diagram for that. This is the principal axis, right, passing through point P. This is the focus, this is the center of curvature. Here somewhere here beyond C, it is not far away from the mirror, it is just beyond certain distance beyond C. So it is nearer to C, we can say that. Okay. Now we have to know how the image is forming here. See, first case I will take two rays from this point. One ray is parallel to the principal axis and another ray I will take, the ray is passing through the center of curvature, okay, this is incidenting here. Now what we have to know? We have to know the reflecting surfaces. How the reflecting surfaces? See, first condition, when it is parallel to the principal axis, it is passing through what? Focus, right? It is passing through the focus. This is reflecting. When it is passing through the center of curvature, what I told, it is reflecting back in the same path, right? When it is reflecting back in the same path, so image is formed here, so this is the size of the object here, this is the size of the object which is formed. Where it is formed now? Here, right? Where it is? This place is, this is between C and F. Where it is? It is between C and F. So first we have to know position of the image, second we have to know nature of the image, and third is size of the image. So now what is the position, where it is formed? It is formed in between C and F. How will be the nature? Again, because it is in front of the mirror, it is real, and it is, when it is real, it is inverted. So size is, again it is diminished, it is not equal to the size of the object, right? It is diminished, means reduced little bit. Okay. Now I hope you are understanding. Okay. Then we will go to next case. What the third case will say? We will see what is the third case. Third case, if the object is placed, at C, that is the center of curvature. So draw a ray diagram for this. This is the mirror, principal axis. Always you should pronounce while drawing, okay? Then only you will be confirmed or you will become perfect. Now where we have placed the object? We have placed the object at C. We have placed the object at C, that is the center of curvature. Now we have to draw the ray diagram for this. Okay. Now take a incident ray, first point of the incident ray. I will take the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis. Now what will happen? It is reflecting back, right? It is reflecting back through the focus point. This is the first. This is incident ray and this is the reflected ray. I will give different color for this. This is the reflected ray. Okay. Now I will take one more line, that is the incident line which is passing through this focus point. In second case I will take, this is passing through principal focus. Now what will happen here? How will be the reflecting ray for this second condition? When it is passes through the principal focus, then the reflected ray is always what? It is parallel to principal axis, right? Now I will get a principal axis parallel line here, that is the reflected ray is parallel to principal axis. So where the image is formed now? So image is formed here, right? Where the image is formed? Image is formed at this position. See, object was previously where the object is placed. Object as placed here. This is the object. We have placed at a point C, and the image is formed. Where the image is formed now? See, here this is the point where the image is formed, right? So same place where at a point C the image is formed. Okay, image is formed at C itself. This is the object here, and image is also formed at the same place, that is the at center of curvature. So what we have understood here, when the image is formed, it is where it is formed, it is it is formed at the point C. Okay, now we will go to the conditions. What we got now? Image position, first thing, right? Position of the image, then the nature of the image, then size. Try to understand here. As the object is moving towards, when the object is moving towards the mirror, the size of the image is getting enlarged. Okay, so where is the position? Position, I can say it is at C, that is the center of curvature. Then again, because it is in front, it is real and inverted. Okay, then size here remains same, So when the object is moving, say clearly, just try to understand here, when the object is at infinity position, the image size is highly diminished or point sized. When it is moving towards the mirror, the image size is getting increased, but it is also diminished when compared to the size of the object when it is beyond C. When at a point C, when it is at a point C, it is remains same, that is as the size of the object. In the next case, even if I didn't draw the ray diagram so far, you can say that what is the image size. Okay, image size you can easily now say what is the image size. Can anyone say what is the image size when it is moving towards mirror from a point C? You can just comment it if you know that. Object, if the object is placed where? Between C and F. We will try to draw a ray diagram for this. How will be the ray diagram here? This is the reflecting surface, principal axis, this is the point P, this is F, and this is C. Now where the object is placed? Object is placed in between C and F. Here is the object is placed. Now we will draw the ray diagram for this. First I will take one point. I will take one point at top point. This is parallel to principal axis. How it is? It is parallel to principal axis. This is the incident ray. I will take one more point. Which is passing through principal focus. Okay. See, now observe how will be the image of the reflected rays. Here the first ray, which is ray passing through the principal focus, it is reflecting here, right? And as it is a point F here, the incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis, it is reflecting through this F, right? It is reflecting back through F, and it is meeting here at this point. Say this point as small a. So image is formed here. Where it is formed? It has formed behind C. Okay, where it is formed? It has formed behind C. Okay, here the image has formed. Now observe what is the size of the, this is the reflecting rays, okay, reflected rays. This is the size. You can say that, see, when the object is placed in between C and F means when the object is moving towards the reflecting surface beyond C, as it is coming towards the this one reflecting surface or a mirror, the size of the object getting increased, right? Now see here, in this case the object size is more than the object, okay. Here the image size what is formed, it is more than the object size. Now condition C, where is the position? Where is the position? Position is behind C, right? It went back side of a C. Then what is the nature? As it is formed in front of the mirror, it is real. When it is real, it is inverted, right? When it is real, it is inverted. Then size, what is the size? Size has got enlarged, right? Size is enlarged. Size has got enlarged. Clear? Now we will go to next case. We will go to next case, that is the case number 5. How will be the case number 5? When the object is placed, we will see when the object is placed at F. We will see when object is placed where? At focus, that is F. What will happen? When we place the object at F, this is the principal axis, this is the point P, this is the point F, and this is C, center of curvature, and I have placed the object here at this particular point. Then we will see how will be the image formation. Now suppose, imagine the first ray I will take. Here the ray is passing here from this point which is parallel to principal axis, okay. Clear? Now it is reflecting back, and one more point, from this point I will take a ray which is passing through the center of curvature. Suppose I am taking a ray, imagine it is coming from this object and it is incidenting here, but if you extend this one, you can imagine that it is incidenting on this particular point C, that is the center of curvature. So the ray which is incidenting on this surface, it is passing through, it is appears to be passing through the center of curvature, okay. In this case, how the image will be formed? See, it is reflecting back. When it is parallel to the principal axis, it has to reflected back to the F, right? So it is passing through F here, okay. It has passes through F, and when the ray is passing through the center of curvature, then what is the reflected ray? The reflected ray is always follow the same path, so it is coming back like this, right? Now these are the reflected rays, okay. It is moving backside, but it is not coinciding, right? But it will coincide at a certain point. It is far away from the mirror, okay. Somewhere it is incidenting or meeting, so here we will get a image formation, okay. Now if you see the position, if you go to the position where the image has formed, image is formed at infinity, image as formed at infinity distance, okay. So at far away from our mirror, it is formed at infinity distance. Then how is the nature? It is formed in front, so it is real and it is inverted, it is inverted. Then size, size is again it is enlarged, size is enlarged, right? Now, okay, I hope you have understood. Now we will go to next case. So this is very important case also, case number 6. In this case, if a object is placed between focus and pole. Okay, if it is placed between focus and pole, this is the different case which you have to understand very carefully. Then it will be useful for a sign convention. When we will do the sign convention in our next class, it is most important. Okay, that's why try to understand very properly. This is the principal axis, this is the point P, this is the F, and this is the C. What I did, I placed the object is very close to the reflecting surface or a mirror, right? So this the object is in between the F and P. Now how will be the image formation? How will be the image formation now? See, I'll take a incident rays. I'll take the incident ray, one ray which is parallel. I'll take one ray which is parallel to the principal axis, and one more ray I'll taking from this point which is appears to be passing through the center of curvature, that is the point C. Okay, clear? Now if you take this one, how the reflected ray here, it is passing through focus point, right? It is passing through the focus point. Here when it is passing through the center of curvature, it is reflecting back through the same path. It is moving like this. See, when you observe these two things, one is going in this direction and another ray is going in this direction. Here what the phenomenon is happening here, the phenomenon of diverging is taking place. When the phenomenon of diverging taking place, okay, do you understand? If the diverging is taking place, is it getting converging or it is meeting? When the rays are moving from the point and diverging, that is the, it has got diverted, is it possible these rays again to meet at a certain point? Is it possible now? No, it is possible, it is not possible, right? They are going away from each other. Now we have to trace out the image formation. Now what we will do, we will extend these lines which are got incident here. If you extend these lines here, somewhere here these 2 points got met. Okay, so this is the place where the image has formed. When if you the rays are appears to be moving beyond these points, that is the from the reflecting surface, when if you trace the in a reverse direction, these two lines are meet at this particular point. Here the image has got formed, where it has formed here, and here we will get the image. Okay, see how the image is. Now try to understand here, the size of the image is got enlarged first thing, then position, where the position here, now the position of the image is behind the mirror. So far in all the cases what the image has formed, it was in front of the mirror, but this in this case the image is formed behind the mirror. Once the image is formed behind the mirror, then how will be the nature? Nature in the sense it is always virtual. When it is formed behind, we call it as a virtual. When it is virtual, when the image is virtual, it is upright or erect, right? The image is got erect, that is upright. Upright, it is not inverted, means how the object is placed in a same manner we will get the image. Clear? If you are standing a person here in between these F and P, here also you will get a in a standing position only, it is not in a inverted position. Okay, understood? Then how is the size now? Size has got enlarged. Size has got enlarged. These are the 6 different cases for a concave mirror. Okay, in a convex mirror you will have a 2 different cases. We will see that one now. We have seen 6 different cases for a concave mirrors. Now we will see for the convex mirrors. That's the image formation in case of convex mirror. So second case, in case of convex mirrors, how will be the image formation? Okay, in this case, convex mirrors, you will get only two cases. You will get only two cases, and I'll tell why the only two cases also. See, how will be the convex mirror? This is the convex mirror, okay, which has bent outwards, right? That we call it as a convex mirror. Then this is the principal axis. The point F is here and point C is here, right? This is the pole. The principal axis. This is the principal axis, right? Here the positions of F and C are where it is? It is behind the mirror, right? It is behind the mirror. In this case, either I can place an object at an infinity distance. This is a one case. Either I can place at a infinity distance, or I can place an object nearer to the mirror. Only these two cases can be possible, because I cannot place an object at C or in between C. Okay, I cannot do that one, right? Because the positions of F and C are behind the mirror. We cannot place an object behind the mirror, right? Only in front of mirror I can place at a position of infinity, or I can place nearer to the mirror. So that's why we'll get only two cases in case of a convex mirror. We'll see first case, case number 1, when it is a placed, or when object is placed at infinity, when it is at a infinity distance, when the object is at infinity distance, that is the object is here. Now how the image will be formed? Take a ray diagram and you take the incident ray, first ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis, and second ray I am taking from this point which is parallel to the principal axis. These are the incident rays. Okay, these are the incident rays. Now the reflecting rays, how here in this case it is going back, right? It is going away from the point here. Now it is also going away from here. Then where the image is formed, because it is diverging, then we have to take it is, we are tracing backward. We are tracing backward, and the image is formed at F. Sorry, the image has formed at focus. Okay, because here it is get diverging and we cannot get the image in front of the mirror. In order to form the image, we are tracing back, that is it is appears to be formed at F, and the size, if you observe, see here size is very big, but it is highly diminished, that is the point size. Now we will see position. First, position of the image. Where is the position of the image? At focus, right? It is at focus. Whether it is in front or behind, it is behind the mirror, right? It is at the behind the mirror. Then when the image is formed backside of the mirror, when the image is formed backside of the mirror, what is the nature? Nature is virtual, and when it is virtual it is erect, right? Erect in the sense upright, right? So then if you see the size, what is the size? Size is highly diminished, right? Highly diminished, that is point size. It is point sized. Okay, this is the first case. Then observe the second case. Second case, how it is the second case? When the object is placed, case number 2. What is the second case? When the object is placed nearer to the object is placed nearer to the mirror. When the object is placed nearer to the mirror. That is, I can say it is between infinity and pole. So then how will be the ray diagram for this? This is the convex mirror, this is the polished surface, this is the point F, this is the point C, this is the point P, this is the principal axis, okay. Where the object is placed nearer to the reflecting surface or mirror, okay. Now try to draw the ray diagram for this. First line or incident ray I am taking parallel to the principal axis. I am drawing parallel to the principal axis, okay. And second ray I am taking, the ray is focused to the point C. I am drawing a incident ray, it is appears to be focused to the point C, okay. It is focused to the point C, okay. When a ray, incident ray, when it is focused to the point C, when the ray is focused to point C. Now how will be the reflecting rays here? This is point C and this is point F, okay. Now the first incident ray which is parallel to the focus point, sorry, principal axis, the reflecting ray, how it is get reflected? It is reflected back, right? It is reflected back and it is appears to be focused at or pointed at a focus point, okay. Now when the ray is incidenting appears to be focused on the point C, in the sense what? It is appears to be passing through the center of curvature. When the ray is passing through the center of curvature, how will be the reflecting ray? Reflecting ray, it is moving back, right, in the same path. This is the reflecting ray, so it is reflecting back in the same path and it is meeting here, right. This is the first reflecting ray, this is the second reflecting ray, they got met here, right. Here is the images formed and the size, if you observe here, see, size is this much. So when comparing to the size of the object, it is reduced, right, okay. It is reduced, it is not equal to the size of the object but it is reduced, okay. Now we will draw the position of the image. Where is the position? Position is where the image is formed. This is F and this is pole, right. The image is formed between focus and pole, right. It is formed between focus and pole. Then how will be the nature? Nature is virtual because it is behind the screen, right. It is behind the screen, that's why it is virtual. If it is virtual, it is erect. Then size is got reduced again, or we can say it is simply, it is diminished. It is not highly diminished but it is diminished as compared to the size of the object. This is the object and this is the image, right. So it has got reduced. So this is the case number 2, when the object is placed nearer to the mirror, okay. So what we have learned today, there are 6 cases in case of a concave mirror where the object is placed at a different positions starting from infinity to up to in between F and P. In 5 cases we will get a real image and in only 1 case we will get a virtual image, okay. That you have to understand here clearly, okay. Then in case of a convex mirror we will get 2 cases. Okay, two cases, that is one is at infinity and another one is nearer to the mirror. Okay, so repeat 2 to 3 times this video, and for a next class we have a sign convention. For that sign convention you should be thorough with these ray diagrams. Okay, if you thorough with this one, in next class I'll take sign convention for the spherical mirrors, guys. Okay, we'll stop now here. Thank you.